Commercial on wrestling. My DraftKings basketball is looking not that good. Not that good. Well, apparently Cleveland and San Antonio have not scored like I thought they would, the pieces of crap. You know, amazing when I need a team to score, they just don't do it. Oh man, terrible. They don't know. DraftKings does not know how to treat the Lucha Ranger. They just don't. You know, and so but I'm gonna give my ultimate prediction. My ultimate prediction. Are you guys ready for the winner of the national championship? It's going to happen. Ohio State. If you guys out there that are non-students, if you can get a bet down, take it to the bank. Ohio State takes it all, and including if they have to play their rival Indiana again. Just something tells me that Ohio State has the right pieces. They just couldn't put them together because apparently the offense forgot their playbook. So I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they were ad-libbing. If that was ad-libbing, I can imagine what they'll do when the real thing occurs. All right, back to Netflix. Who's that? Oh, somebody coming in. They do a lot of talking in the back. That's Los Americanos. Apparently they're giving some lip to, I think it's Carmelo. I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. So Atlanta has the ball at the 3/4 yard line. And wow, Cousins just takes it himself and gets a yard. What the hell was that about? You're taking your quarterback and taking a chance of him getting tied up in a bunch of bodies and getting hurt? My God. All right, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for Atlanta, trying to get out of their own. They've got it out to the 2. So they're trying to get it out of the shadow of their own end zone. This ought to be interesting. Cousins under center. He has Algiers behind him. The handoff to Algiers, and he doesn't get much. Right at the 2-yard line and pushed back. Better let him go. Yeah, Matt Stafford's chomping at the bit. He wants another shot to try to bust up this this hole that the Rams are in. I mean, they're in a deep hole. London's in the game. He looks okay. Cousins. Here comes Bijan Robinson, Mooney. So they got the big guns in there, and we're going to see what the Ram defense can do. Oh yeah, Austin Theory, you look like you're about as worthless as two tits on a boar hog. Anyway, Cousins standing in the end zone, shotgun, has Bijan to his left, and now we got a flag or is timeout? No, there was no timeout. It's just a straight delay of game. So that yard they worked so hard to get, they lost it. So yeah, they're showing the vision. Yeah, they're showing the vision, guys. Yeah, there's Logan Paul. He needs to get his brother into W. Boy, I'll tell you, Logan Paul has really fit the bill. He looks good. My God, he's got a good. Okay, back to the game. Here we go. Atlanta with Robinson straight behind. Handoff to Robinson, looking for a hole and gets nothing. Maybe out to the 3.5-yard line. So Atlanta took a very conservative approach to that bullshit. I mean, why are you playing like that? You know, I mean, sometimes coaches are the dumbest stinking pieces of crap on the face of the earth. Some of the craziness. What do you got to lose? You got a 14-0 lead. Have some balls. Take some chances. Daddy, I remember when you used to coach. Well, you told me about when you used to coach. You never punted hardly. No, I did not. When I coached my Pop Warner back in the 80s, I had a great bunch of kids. We never say die. We blow them away. We beat them by 50, 60 points if we could. The greatest game we had was we scored 63 and turned the ball over 8 times. Yeah. But I never punted. I believed if you can't make 10 yards in 4 plays, you don't deserve to win a football game. That's basically it. Common sense, right? You're professionals. You're making $10, $15 million a year. Believe me, you should be able to get fucking 10 yards in 4 plays. If you don't, then donate your salary and and don't take it. Yeah, the Lucha Ranger's ranting tonight. Yeah. All right, I said hi to Munir Select. And meanwhile, I got a phone call right live. You're going to hear this. Honey, I'm on live. Love you, baby. All right, honey, I love you. Bye, baby. All right. I wonder if that messed up my... So, nope, I'm back. Yep, I had a phone call. You just heard it live. The Lucha Ranger talking to his main squeeze. So, she just wanted basically, I'm assuming, to say goodnight, or or whatever. So we're talking. We're both at commercials on both things right now. So, oh man. So now we're just stalling for a little time. Yep. So it was quite a Christmas. I just basically spent it with the family. Didn't really get any major presents or anything. Of course, what's Christmas to somebody that's 64 years old? I mean, it's about Christ. That's what it is, the birth of Jesus. That's what Christmas is all about. That's all I did was celebrate the birth of Jesus. And that was good enough for me. So we're still rolling. How's the Rumble universe? I love you, Rumble. You're finally getting to see it live. Meanwhile, here we're waiting for the punt of Atlanta with 2 minutes to go. Where he's standing almost to the back of the end zone. Here's the snap, the kick. He did get it away, no problems. And it's a booming kick. Back to the 35 goes Smith, and he trips and falls, but he stays on his feet, gets up to the 40, the 45, and then is tackled at the 46-yard line of Atlanta. So the Rams have 1:48 to try to get on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, they're showing a commercial on WWE with that ring and ladder and stuff. Toys. I mean, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it at all. WWE is terrible. You know, I've been a WWE fan for most of my life, but what they did to John Cena is just absolute catalyst. I will never forgive them for that one. Anyway, here are the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 47. Stafford takes a deep look. Now he throws it downfield. He's got a man, but it's intercepted. But there's a flag. Let's see. There could be pass interference called right here. The ball was intercepted. I really didn't see if there was any, but I'm sure there was. We're going to see what they're going to call. The Atlanta guy is signaling it's against the Rams. Would that be offensive pass interference? Apparently Atlanta gets the ball. That's another turnover for Stafford. Man, why didn't I take Atlanta's defense to go instead of their kicker? Oh, my. Oh, I blew that one. Yeah. I mean, it was double coverage. Watts came over number 31 and just stepped in front and took the ball away. But it would have been offensive pass interference because Smith pushed off on the other receiver. Oh, I'm saying hi. Okay, here we go. Oh, they're just showing the replay. He just basically thrown it up there, and it was picked off. All right. Cousins has it. Here's a handoff to Bijan. Bijan cuts it up the middle to the 5, the 10, 15, 20. And all of a sudden he broke it. 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. Down to the 45, 40, 35, 30, 35, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Robinson. Oh, my God. A 96-yard touchdown run by Bijan Robinson. Holy. Whoa, daddy. Whoa, daddy. Whoa, daddy. Whoa, what a run. Yeah, that was a run. 6-9. That had to be 93. They're calling an official 93-yard touchdown run. Robinson just cut it to the right, got through the middle, and said, "See you later." I mean, I never seen a blood running from the police like I just saw, man. That was fantastic. Woo! If there would have been a fence in the way, he would have climbed that. He was moving so fast. Yikes. That has got to be something to behold, man. What a great run. 93 yards. They'll have to look in the book and find out if that's a record run from scrimmage. Damn, this Bijan Robinson is something else. And he played for Texas last year. All you hook 'em horns must love that. Oh, Daddy, yeah, I'm a Callosaurus, so I'm a Texas. I'm from Texas, and I remember Robinson. Yeah, okay, kiddo. Meanwhile, in WWE, looks like we got a tag team: Logan Paul and Stupid Austin Theory. So let's see. Is it going to be just like? Is he going to call out? Is he going to call out CM Punk? Who's going to, well, okay, it's going to be Rey Mysterio against Austin Theory with Logan Paul on the outside, so you know where that's going to lead. Hey, Black Star joined. Hey, welcome to Black Star. How's it going? So, are you guys on Rumble? All I can't see who's signaling or messaging or anything. I'm sorry about that. It's on a phone, not a computer, so I can't see who's who and what's what. I just want to say, all of you guys that are on, thank you for being on, and let's keep this podcast going. I am the Lucha Ranger on the MYB Network, and we're rolling here with some serious football stuff. So when this goes to halftime, ooh, what an elbow by Austin Theory to Rey Mysterio. When it gets to halftime, I will probably walk away for a few minutes. I'm talking like 3 or 4 minutes. So don't leave me. Okay, so Mysterio gets his head rammed into the turnbuckle. Yo, Daddy, that would be me ramming it. Anybody ram my head into a turnbuckle, I ain't going to feel a thing. I know you got a hard head too, Daddy. Yes, I do have a hard head. So, anyway, I just invited Ash to join as a guest. I don't even know. TikTok's pretty popular with me tonight. I hope it stays that way. Rey Mysterio tried a 619, but Theory got out of the ring. But he's not going to last long because here's Theory caught him. He was going to do a bulldog, and now Theory mishandling, slams him against. Okay, here we go. Oh, nope, that's the run. Yeah, he just put him. How did he get? Once he got into the secondary and past that, nobody was catching him. Nobody was catching him, and he was gone. 21-0, 128 to go in the second quarter. Oh me, oh my. The Rams are stinking up the NFL right now. I mean, they look like a dead skunk roadkill on the road. Oh my goodness, what's this? It's in Spanish, so I don't know. They're showing 5,514. I'm assuming this is within the first 2 years of their career, as far as rushing. So this kid is already, and Jim Brown is mentioned in one of those statistics. So you can just imagine he's in some rare company. So the Rams have it first at the 10-26. Stafford looking to pass, throws it in the middle, complete to McCool up to the 33-yard line, and that's where it'll go. The Rams do have all 3 timeouts. And everything good on, okay. And now they're running quickly to the 33.5. Stafford back to pass.
Someone said, I noticed you're the guy who did in the cafeteria who didn't brush their teeth.
Okay, who knew that? How could you tell that was me through this mask? How dare you?
Probably a voice. Who knows?
Maybe his voice. Yes, I am the man with the mouth. Okay, and I still haven't, even to this day, I still haven't brushed my teeth. So the record stands. Stafford back to pass. Sets up the 36. Throws it downfield. This is not even going to be close to anybody. It's incomplete. 35 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Yep, that's right. If you got, yep, I'm the man with the mouth. I haven't brushed my teeth since I was 8 years old. That's right. But I am the Lucha Ranger. So I even got my dead fly necklace. 3 dead flies in a little square here, kind of like dice. Yeah, those are flies. I don't know if you can see. Those are flies in there. My young niece made that for me. Said it's to ward off the demons that are inside of me. Well, after what happened tonight, I don't know if it worked or not. But anyway, this is the Lucha Ranger on the MYB Network. We're coming to you live stream. I'm calling it live as I see them on both WWE and the football game. So we're just here having fun, enjoying. How many are on?
55.
Oh my goodness. Loves that. 55 live people. And so they join live, they stay on, don't they, producer?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you for joining. You're seeing me live and in living color instead of on a video. Thank you. Keep on coming. I want more and more and more because we're going to do this a lot. We got a lot of stuff to do. Stafford back to pass, and he's going to be sacked at the 37-yard line. The Atlanta defense has come to play, folks. They are playing the game, I think, in maybe 2 years. The Rams can't do crap. They look like the Rams that I used to be fans of back in the 70s. I mean, it's pathetic. I mean, they can't do nothing. Stafford is constantly under pressure. Here's Austin Theory. He misses there with the with the shoulder tackle. Rey Mysterio gets out of the way. Meanwhile, everything just went. The Rams went ahead, let the clock expire. Atlanta didn't go with it. So at halftime, the score is Los Angeles Rams, nothing, a big goose egg. And the Atlanta Falcons, 21. Oh my, it's getting ugly. So here comes Mysterio. He gets a kick to the face. 1, 2. Oh, Theory almost beat him. So we're going to stay on this match now. Logan Paul getting his foot in there. Get out of there, Logan Paul. Or you might get your brother, you might get a pop in the jaw and go snap. Yeah, Jake Paul needs to come into wrestling. That would be the best thing to maybe stir up some, because right now WWE sucks. There was some knee lifts, 3 of them, to Mysterio by Austin Theory. He's going with some kind of a torture rack backbreaker on Mysterio, and it's actually pretty impressive for a man of his size. Yeah, and he's got him sideways and doing this. But Mysterio quickly turns around and reverses it into a Hurricanrana. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, and kick out by Austin Theory. Impressive. Goodness sakes alive. Wow. Now Theory getting to his feet. What's Mysterio going to do? He's going to try like a torture rack. Nope. Now he does a complete tilt-a-whirl. And Theory's on the ropes. Will he hit the 619? He hits the 619 to Theory. Now here comes the Logan Paul interferes. Logan Paul does it. He interferes. And now that means that he's going to be thrown out because he directly interfered with the match. Or is he? Yep, he's on out. Now I guess there's a DQ now. So they're going to go ahead and pound away. So here will come CM Punk. CM Punk will come out and save Rey Mysterio. No. Oh, it's Penta. It's Penta. Cielo Fiero. He's coming to the ring. And this is someone you do not want to mess with. He will break your arm. Oh, there's a savate kick. Now Penta. An arm twirl. Now here's Logan Paul. He gets a savate kick to the stomach. Now getting help. Rey Mysterio sends Paul into Austin Theory, knocks him out. Now the 619 to Logan Paul. And I guess we're going to have our tag team match for next week because Penta just clotheslines Logan Paul over the top rope. Penta is back. Penta, Cero Fiero. This boy is up. When he was in that Lucha Underground, he was wicked, man. He had this one move where he broke your arm. Oh, he is wicked. Yeah. The one luchador saves the other. So, well, what did everybody think? What did everybody think of the games yesterday? And on Christmas, we had the Kansas City game. You know, football is getting to be very interesting right now. I mean, you're getting close to the playoffs. But I'm really going down on record. I know there's a lot of teams that have great records, and that's what's going to make these playoffs very tough for handicappers, because a lot of teams have top records, and once these teams start playing each other, you can't really say someone is dominating over the other. I mean, it's going to be tough. Hey, I'm going to yell at hey, producer, yep. Can I get a drink of water?
You want to get it?
Sure.
Go ahead. I'm going to talk to them while they're here.
All right. You're going to hear some words of wisdom from my producer. All right. Take care of matters, kiddo.
So check us out, people, right? You guys on here watching this live video every day, right? But what are you guys really doing with your life to get better, right? You guys want to talk about new year, new me type shit, right? Don't worry, but if you can't see me, at least you can hear my voice, right? So why not start today, right? You see how bro is right here, sitting down, doing this live every day. At least it's building a brand, right? So what are you guys doing to build your brand? Are you guys being disciplined? Are you guys being motivation? Because if you think about it, right, a lot of you guys like to come with this motivation crap or motivation. But if you think about it too, right, motivation only lasts for so long, right? Then you got to go past discipline. Then you got to go past consistency, right? But you guys are going to spend your time all night, tomorrow night, the whole week, just watching a live, right? Instead, you guys pretty much go live yourself. Because if you think about it, right, what's stopping you from pretty much doing the same shit that bro doing? All you got to do is press live and record yourself and eventually build a brand, and it's going to lead to bigger shit. But you guys just wasting your time thinking, oh, 2026 is going to come, then I'm going to lock in. But in reality, you didn't lock in 2024. You said you can lock 2025. Now 2025 over. Are you guys even playing the stock market? Are you guys into real estate? But nothing. But end of the day, someone got to be stupid. So why not you guys? So enjoy the podcast.
Yeah. That is the man behind the MYB network, behind the MYB official investments. And this man knows the stock market. He has taken it to bounds that I never thought. I showed him the basics, got him interested, and he has taken it to extremes. So the MYB network is very MYB financial, MYB entertainment. It's going to be a conglomerate. It's going to grow, and the Lucha Ranger is going to help make it grow. That's what it's all about. WWE is that commercial right now. I am the Lucha Ranger. This is Calosaurus. And hold on a quickie second. Hey, Cheval. When you get a chance, call Sylvia and see what she wanted. She sounded kind of, I don't know. Just make sure she's all right. Okay. And so, yeah, just had to double check on something real fast. We're at halftime in commercials, so you guys didn't miss anything, miss the fun and stuff. So, this is Calosaurus. I'm the Lucha Ranger. And like I said, I'm issuing challenges. Hey, Logan, you like to flap your gums and what? I'm challenging you. Hey, you may, I'm game. I'll take you on in a WWE match. I have no problems with it. Duddy, what, are you crazy, Duddy? He'll hurt you. The Lucha Ranger fears nothing. The Lucha Ranger is a masochist. He has bashed chairs over his head. He has rammed his head into walls. I'll tell you guys, but here's the fun one. Now, I was in a bar, and It was two different times. My friends dared me. This was back in the 80s. Do you know beer bottles? Let me tell you something. It's a lot easier to break a beer bottle over your head that's got beer in it, it's full, than one that's empty. The one, all I could do on the empty one was crack it. And then, of course, I opened up a little bit because, but the one with the full beer, flash that baby, glass went everywhere. It was so much fun. Yeah. And like I said, bare knuckle brawling. Look at those knuckles. Look at those knuckles. I connect to somebody's face from my old boxing days. They're going down. They're going to get a right hook that's going to put them on the ground, and they're going to sit down there, guys. So if you need the Lucha Ranger to back you up, here I am. I spent a lot of times on the streets at Venice with the short long grips and my essays. Orale vato essay. Yeah. You want to go at it, cuz let me tell you, cuz you gonna get laid out, man. Yeah. That's how I used to handle things. When you learn on the streets, you learn to fight quick, especially when you have to be beaten up twice by each group to be able to get the luxury of being one of the only white guys that was allowed on the streets of Venice. Yeah, baby. That's me. I'm tough as nails. I'm a masochist. I love pain. Sometimes I do these podcasts. Maybe I am in pain. Maybe I'm a little crazy. But Calosaurus, he's here. He'll always be. These smooshmallows, by the way. Get a smooshmallow. Sleep with the smooshmallow. They're great. They're great to sleep on. I've been sleeping on the same one for 2 years. 2 years! Can you say that with my pillow? Can you say that with goose feathers? No. But you sleep on one of these guys, man, it is well worth it. If you see them in the store, buy these suckers. Buy them. I don't care who makes them. Just get you a Squishmallow. I love I've got 27 of them out there. Me and my wife call them our kids. But these things are great and they're so smooshy. Meanwhile, on the WWE, I guess they're talking to... what's her face? The one that used to be still is part of the Alpha Academy. So I don't know. She's flapping her gums. Ooh, what a necklace. Oh, Becky Lynch. The Mun is coming out. I live by one little credo. Always remember this, guys. It's not the machine that gives you the edge. It's the Mun. And let me tell you, this Mun has made machines look really good in the past. What's Becky saying? She's coming in. She always got some of these weird costumes and everything else. I don't understand it, but I think we're going to get ready here and get the second half of this 21-0 game. Yeah, I'm going to check my DraftKings here for a second and see what's going on. All right, I'm still 5,600 there. The Rams have a field goal kicker. I doubt if we'll see him kick a field goal for the rest of the game. Wow, not a lot of people took my players. Only 12% took Bijan Robinson as captain, including me. And shit, he's gotten us 46 points. So let's see what happens in the second half. Meanwhile, in the NBA, well, I stink on the NBA. Go to hell, Cleveland. Go to hell, San Antonio. You son of a bitches were supposed to score a ton of points tonight. You ain't scoring dick. I tell you, that's terrible. So I can pretty much end that right there. So, God, I can't think of the chick's name that's the champion right now. So now we're just waiting to come back on the football game. They're just showing the highlights of the first half. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is kind of irritating. I mean, this froze up. Samson joined. I'm going to say hi to Worthy Shepherd. I'm just going back, scanning back of who's joined and make sure I say hi. I actually have somebody from one of the Asian countries. Thank you. Well, it's daylight there, isn't it? Wherever you're at. It could be from an Asian country or it could be an Asian American. But thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Man. Hey, Aiden, I see you. Yeah, you join. You're my man. God, I hope you go someplace if it's the Aiden I know. So, well, I got quite a few people on on the TikTok. I'm directly looking at it so I can see the screen. Unfortunately, the way we're set up on Rumble right now, I can't see who's talking to me or whatever. But I kind of can see a little bit here in the reflection. There's like this blank screen TV, and I can kind of see the reflection. So, but I can't understand if anybody's talking. So, if you are, I'm glad you're on. Thank you so very much. We're just here having fun, all of you guys. We're here having fun. That's what it's all about. So we're waiting. Anything? I wanted anything extravagant on Rumble since I can't see them.
That's people saying where they're from. One guy said he's from Bangladesh. Can't believe he get to witness you or whatever this is.
Bangladesh. Wow, that's fantastic. Welcome to Bangladesh. That's India, baby. Ah, dang, welcome. I'm proud of you. Thank you for at least looking in. Don't be afraid. Come on in. This is Cowetsaurus, and I'm the Lucha Ranger. Anyway, so they had the kickoff at the Ram game, so we've started the third quarter. The Rams got it, and it looks like, or was that a first play? I don't know. The Rams are up to the 45-yard line, their own 45-yard line. So I don't know if that was a great return or I might have missed something. Here's Stafford back to pass, looking out, and Stafford's taken down. He's sacked. He's sacked, guys. Stafford is sacked again. Oh, the Atlanta defense went into the room, the locker room, discussed what they were doing, and it looks like they're going to continue to do what they do, and they're hurting the Rams right now. I mean, Stafford had no other. There was two guys collapsed around him. Wow, what a sack. Becky Lynch, she always just comes out, flaps her gums, and leaves the ring. Is that all WWE does? All right, here we go. Second down, here is Stafford. Over to pass, complete. That's to Nakoa, I believe. Yeah, that's to Nakoa up to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of about 11 yards. So it'll be third down and about 4 yards to go, maybe. Now Adam Pierce is talking to Trick Williams. So they're planning. Trick Williams wants to do something. Bruno Sammartino versus Stan the Lariat Hansen. Man, that goes back to the 50s and 60s, guys. Wow. Okay, the Rams, 3rd and 6. Here's the snap. Stafford back. Looks over. Nobody to throw to. Now he's got to make a decision. He's trying to run for his life. Throws it downfield, and Ferguson could not catch the ball. And it's incomplete, and it'll be 4th and 6. Or is it? No flag. I don't see no flag. All right. Wait a minute. What's Stafford doing back on the... They're going for 4th and 6. Okay. No punt here. He figures down 21-0. What has he got to lose? The Rams are 11-4. They're fighting for overall home field card. Maybe he just doesn't care now. He knows he has it sewed up. I don't know. Anyway, it's 4th and 6. Here's the snap. And back to pass to Stafford. Pocket holds up. Complete over the middle. And it's complete to the 35, the 30, the 25, and down to the 20. And now cuts to the outside. That's Smith, the wide receiver, down to the 15-yard line. So give the coach kudos. He went for it on 4th down, and he got it. That's what I love to see. I love to see coaches that have cojones, not conservative. Like I said, when I coached, I was so unpredictable you could never read me because the pocket just collapsed in back of Stafford. He stepped up a couple of steps, and that gave Smith the time. Okay, so it's 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of Atlanta. Here's the handoff to Williams. He gets up the middle, and he's going to get about 2 yards before he is slammed into. Yeah, next Monday night, Women's Tag Team Championship. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky against the Kabuki Warriors. What do you bet? $5 that there will be interference in that by another team. Women's Intercontinental Championship next week. It'll be, what's her name against Becky Lynch. We got an injury on the field for Atlanta. So that's going to be Raw, Stranger Things. I don't know what the hell that means. And then next Monday night for the World Heavyweight Championship, Braun Breaker against CM Punk. Wow, that's something you would see on a Saturday night's main event or something. Wow, that's a surprise. Well, it looks like the Usos are coming back, getting ready to come back to the ring because they're going to be yeeting the Jey Uso yeet. So we're at commercial on the Ram game because of the injury to the Atlanta player. So yeah, sometimes this darn mask just itches, you know, and everything. So yeah, they're doing the yeet. Everybody's doing the yeet and everything. So we're still a commercial on the football. So all right, so let's see. Marcus Miller join. You waved at Mark. There's a Marcus Miller, a harness driver. I used to drive harness horses years ago. I wonder if that's the same Marcus Miller that's driving harness horses. Hell of a driver if he is. Well, thank you for joining and tuning in. I am the Lucha Ranger, and this is Cowasaurus. So we're doing this kind of together. He's a smooshmallow. So, oh, itch. Darn it. But you know what's funny about itching? It feels so good to itch, doesn't it? Why is that? Can't never figure that out. Yeah, they're helping number 54. Is it 54 off the field? And he is not putting hardly any weight on his left leg. So I don't know if it's a knee. I see Blake Corum is doing some sprints. Maybe he's going to be able to come back to the game. WWE's at commercial. So here we go. All right, so we got 2nd and 8 at the 13, fake handoff. Stafford sets up the screen to the outside to Smith up to the 15. Oh, God, and he was just nailed at the 12. Oh, my God, 31 just put his helmet down and said, kaboom! Put that boy down. Man, that was like a freight train hitting a friggin' Volkswagen. Look at this. He comes up and, oh, nice hit. Boom! Shoulder, the legal way to do it. And he put Smith right on his arse. Yeah. So, man, what a play. So they're trying to hold the Rams to a field goal. It is 3rd and 7. I think there might be an offsides. They're coming, and they collapse. And Stafford is sacked. I don't see a flag, so he didn't jump off sides. Man, you talk about timing a play. That's incredible. That really is. So the Rams are going to have to settle for a field goal. Finally, my guy is going to get me some points on a field goal, I hope. Because anything can happen. So at this point, they're going fast. I wouldn't expect a field goal anymore during the game. Harrison Mevis. So he'll be kicking it from the 25. So this is 35. The placement's down. The kick is up. And it's good. So that's 3 little bonus points for the Lucha Ranger. That'll help in some things. So, wow, I just can't gain any ground. I don't know why I can't gain more ground than what I'm doing, but oh well. So we're just having fun here. I am the Lucha Ranger. This is Cowasaurus. And it's great. So we're still a commercial on WWE. We're still a commercial on football game. So yeah, Mavis only had 22%. So 54 seconds. So Atlanta could pretty much come down if Atlanta gets a touchdown on this next drive, That could almost finish it. The Rams are 11-4. If with a loss, they're 11-5. They're still, but I don't know the standings. I didn't look at the standings beforehand. So I know San Francisco's right there. So it could, like I said, there's a lot of good teams. I mean, there's a lot of teams that have great records. How about that New York Giant LA Raider game yesterday, huh? Two teams that didn't want to win, but the Giants went ahead and took it. You know, I'm a Raider fan, always have been, and I want Mendoza. I want him from Indianapolis to come to the Raiders. We've got a good battery right there. Gentry and Mendoza. That could be the future for the Raiders. Yeah, that's what we're hoping. That's what we're hoping for. So, yeah. A lot of fun going on. They're talking about Bijan Robinson. He had a 93-yard touchdown run in the first half. It was pretty incredible. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. So, yeah, they're showing the 93-yard touchdown run right now. So let's see. Touchdown terrestres más largos. Tony Dorsett, 99 yards for the Vikings. So yeah, I'm watching the Deportes version of it. Here's Atlanta with a great run back by Drummond. Man, he came back. That's out to about the 38-yard line. Good run back. That'll start Atlanta off in position. So 21-3. They're going to probably start relying heavily on Robinson to eat up a lot of clock. Oh, we got a interesting tag team. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles against the Usos. And I think this is for the World Tag Team Championship. Now, this could be a good match. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for Atlanta. At the 33? No, at the 32-yard line. Cousins in the shotgun. Robinson behind him directly. Here is the handoff to Robinson. He gets taken down. No, he got away. He got away. No, he's not going to do it again. He's to the 40-30 and down to the 35-yard line. A 35-yard run, and they had him in the backfield again. I mean, he literally was almost tackled, stayed on his feet, and ran for 35 stinking yards. You got to be kidding me. I'm going to call it as I see it. So he gets the handoff. Switch, he's almost taken down. Now he's out. He cuts it back to the 35, the 40. He's up to the 45, 50, 45, 40. And he's tackled down at the 35-yard line. That's how it should have been live. But, I mean, it was just an incredible run. Just an incredible run. So 1st and 10 at the 37. Cousins trying to settle everybody down. Bijan Robinson lined up as a receiver. Now comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Then it's a screen pass to Robinson. Here we go. He doesn't get much, though. He gets about a yard. They read this screen pass well. The Rams did. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 36. So, like I said, it looks like they're going to rely on a heavy dose of Bijan Robinson here. Wow, what a run. God, he's got to have about 160 yards already. Shoot, he could break some records if they keep feeding him the ball. Here we go. There's the handoff to Robinson. He's trying to stutter step. Yeah, he's going to lose. He's going to lose a yard. Nothing ever came open. He just kind of ran along the sideline. There was just nothing there. So he just went down, make sure he didn't take any hit or fumble or something like that. A turnover is the worst thing you could do when you're driving the football. You're in field goal range. Everything, get that 3 points back, keep that 21-point lead. He's out of the game. So I'm sure it's Algier now into the game. This is passing situation. They'd like to get maybe another 5 yards if they could. In the shotgun. Algier to his left. Here's Cousins. He just threw it in the ground. Well, they had a flag. Must be some illegal procedure or something because he just threw it. Yep, illegal procedure. That's going to back him up. So now that takes him out of field goal range. and it'll make it a lot tougher. So they got to try to get back into that range so they could get that. Meanwhile, on WWE, the Usos are putting it. Jey Uso reverse whip into the turnbuckles. Styles misses. Uso comes out with a punch to the right underneath the chin. Whoa, that straightened him up. Meanwhile, at the game, 41-yard line. Here's Atlanta back to pass. Cousins looking, throws complete to the tight end over the middle. Gets about 4 yards. That's Sills. Now, what do you do here? You're kind of in no man's land. Do you go for it, punt it, or kick the field goal? How confident are you in your field goal kicker? We're going to see what they want to do. I hope they kick the field goal. No, they're going to punt it. No, they're going to kick the field goal. Okay, they bring the kicker in. So this will be about a 58-yard field goal attempt. Zane Gonzalez. So we're waiting on the snap. Here we go. Here's the snap, placement down, and this kick is good. Damn, that would have been good from 65, 66 yards. Nice going. Nice going, Gonzalez. Nice. Lucha Ranger has him as far as the field goal, too. Nice. Yeah. Bijan Robinson has 52.5 DraftKings points, guys. Man, that is absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh, let's see. I have somebody here on TikTok. This is in Arabic. That if you are in one of the Arabic countries, welcome to the MYB network. I'm the Lucha Ranger, and I have 50%. I am 50% Syrian. Yes, I am 50%. I'm Dutch Syrian. 50%. I love it. I love Syria, man. We are a tough country, man. We've been conquered by every stinking civilization known to this planet, but we've always came back and we've always been solid. So we're in tough ground right now, but our country, that country will always survive, and that's where half my roots are. I'm always for Syria, but I'm an American first, guys. No doubt about it. I'm an American first. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow I will be filling out my candidacy for mayor of Alva, Oklahoma. That's right. I want to be mayor of this 5,000 people city because Alva needs help. They need somebody. They need a revolutionary. They need a visionary. They need an entrepreneur. They need somebody that knows how to raise money, make money, bring in money, and make this city. I'm going to have the MAGA banner. Make Alva great again. Yes. So I will be going to fill out my candidacy. I hope everything works out. I hope nothing keeps me from running. It's a special election coming up. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to take the helm of the city. You know, to me, I don't even care if I didn't get I didn't care if I made a dime. To me, it's the prestige of walking through your city and going, wow, I'm the mayor of Alva, Oklahoma. I will have achieved a dream that many of my classmates from the Venice 79 era said that I would be a congressman or a senator. I didn't get that far, but if I could be mayor, that would be a big feather into my dream. Man, oh man, oh man. So I'll let you know if everything goes right on the next telecast. So keep your fingers crossed. Obviously I won't be the Lucha Ranger. It'll be my alter ego, but still, I want to be mayor. I want to help the people of this city. They're great people. They'd give anything to help somebody. Oh, I see Matt Stafford's in the top 6 in all-time passing yards. Tom Brady, 89,000. Drew Brees, 80. Peyton Manning, 71.9. Brett Favre, 71.8. Aaron Rodgers, 65,980. And then Matthew Stafford. Philip Rivers is there. He's... with his little starts, he might break 64. He might get by Ben Roethlisberger. So, meanwhile, let's go back to Netflix. The Rams have it 1st and 10 at the 35. The Usos are still wrestling Dragon Lee and AJ. There's a pin by AJ that didn't go very well. Jimmy Uso kicked out. The game, here we go, 1st and 10 from the 35. Let's see where I'm going back and forth here. Rumbo! Here's a handoff. That's to Williams, and he's going to get about 4 yards up to the 39-yard line. Here's Styles coming off the ropes. Now he pauses. Now he gives a forearm, and another forearm to Uso. Another forearm to Uso. Sends into the ropes, reversed. Here comes, Styles held onto the ropes, but here comes Jay with a kick that takes Styles down. All right, so now Stafford facing a 2nd and 6. Well, actually 2nd and 5. He has Williams in the back. Fake handoff to Williams. Now it's going to set the screen up to him. Gets it. He's to the 45, up to the 49-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Rams. The Rams down 24 to 3. Don't have time to go into huddle. They're going to have to go into fast mode. The 2-minute drill that the Lucha Ranger, when he coached, ran all the time. I ran the 2-minute drill all game long until I didn't need to run it anymore. That's why we were able to score so many points in Pop Warner. And I had the 15, 16-year-olds going into high school. Here's Stafford. Sets up at the 40. Now he's on the run. Almost sacked. He just throws it to the feet of his receiver. That was a 1st and 10 play. It'll be 2nd and 10. And Atlanta is getting pressure on the Rams quarterback. Hey, Daddy, I've been watching the WWE. They got a good match, the Usos and AJ Styles. He just tagged Dragon Lee, who comes in and does a Hurricane Rana on Jimmy Uso. Here we go. They're going at it. You know how it always works, Daddy. Well, you keep eye on that, and I'll keep an eye on the football game. Yeah, Daddy. Williams behind Stafford. Stafford, handoff. Here's Williams. He gets up to the outside. He's to the 50, to the 45, and tackled down at the 42-yard line. Williams. So what's going on over there? Well, not much, Daddy. There's nothing to really speak about. I'm still watching. Good boy. You keep eye on that. So we got just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 24 to 3, Atlanta. A lot of people did not expect this. Here's Stafford back to pass. He's setting up at the 50. He has nobody to throw to. Now he throws it short. He did get the first down. He got the first down to Parkinson. Parkinson got the ball almost ripped out, but he's down to the 27-yard line. And the Rams are trying to get this ball into the end zone. I would think this is 4-down touchdown territory. So we got 1st and 10. Daddy, they're really going at it over there. A lot of dive splashing, whatever. All right, here it is, 27-yard line. Stafford under center. Williams in the back. Here's the hand. No fake handoff. Rolling out to the right is Stafford. He's looking deep downfield. He throws. He's got a man wide open. And that is Ferguson. Touchdown, Rams! Yeah! They finally get it into the end zone. The Rams do. That was a sweet pass. Stafford to Ferguson. He just lobbed it. Had a lot of nice air. Ferguson was wide open. There was nobody near him within 5 yards of him. So, at least the Rams they're 14 points down, barring the extra point. He was wide open, yeah. Good catch. Ferguson, yeah. And now for the extra point try by Mevis. Snap down, the hold is good. So that makes it 24 to 10, Atlanta. The Rams showing a little life. So we'll see what happens. Damn, not good for the Lucha Ranger. So they've got an ad on. They've got commercials on both places. Hi, I'm the Lucha Ranger, and hi, I am Kawasaurus, and this is my daddy, and he's allowing me to be on the podcast and everything. You know, the fun thing about Smooshmellows, like I said, I can't help bragging, and nobody's paying, the company's not paying me to advertise these darn things, but I can't tell you right now, these things are the greatest thing ever invented as far as plush. I mean, I've been sleeping on one of these for 2 years, and she's still got her enough fluff to keep me comfortable. So if you guys get a chance, get out there and get you a Smooshmellow, the official Squishmallow they're called. So make sure you get them when you can. And I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that because I love these darn things. So I'll have a different one on different. We made a different one. Ain't I going to be your permanent buddy? No, we got to give everybody a chance. Kitty, and everybody's got to have a chance. So we'll get the girls. You know, they'll have a different perspective. Okay, Daddy. So we're still at commercials on both ways. This is the Lucha Ranger on the MYB network, enjoying things, bringing it to you. We got the WWE. The USO match is still going on for the World Tag Team Championship, and we're still at commercial on the Ram Falcon game. This is a big drive by Atlanta. They need this drive to reestablish. Oh man. Math, boy, it makes you ish. Matthew Stafford has 418 passing touchdowns. He is 8th all time. So, okay, so Dragon Lee, the Usos are now punishing Dragon Lee. AJ Styles trying to come back to his feet from the outside. Jimmy Uso gives a slap to Dragon Lee, one of those open-handed slaps. You know, those things hurt more than some of the other moves that these wrestlers make. Yeah, here's the return to the 5, the 10, the 15, 20, 25, up to the middle, and that's going to stop at the 26-yard line. Whoa. So, Matt Stafford, is he? Huh. It's in Spanish. Oh, what a double stomp from the top turnbuckle to Jimmy Uso. All right, so here we go. Atlanta, the pressure's on them. They've got to reestablish. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. In motion is Mooney. Here's the fake handoff to Bijan. He sets up. Throws over the middle. He's looking wide open. That was Darnell Mooney. He was wide open. That's good for 25 yards. That is good for a first down. And that was a huge... Oh, what a clothesline by Styles against Jey Uso. And Styles is dominating right now. Here comes Jimmy. He gets a kick. And what do we call in here? Unnecessary roughness. So you're going to tack on some more to that shit. Dang. Let's see, why did, oh yeah, Cousins got slammed to the ground. He got hit, and then, you know what? I don't go for that. That was not unnecessary roughness in my book. That was just a good, clean tackle. Oh, well, that's what they're protecting the quarterbacks. That's why all these quarterbacks are wussies. So we got Bijan Robinson in the backfield, 1st and 10 at the 37.5-yard line, or 37-yard line. Here's a fake handoff to Bijan. Now he sets up the screen to Bijan at the 40, down to the 35-30. He's looking for blockers. Gets to the 30, and he's going to be driven back. That was a good play. 1st and 10. So now it'll be 2nd down and about 2. Jimmy Uso just tried to pin AJ Styles, but it didn't work. This has got to be the 3rd commercial. They had 2 commercials, so this has got to be the time where they get... Oh, man. Jey Uso with a savate kick on Dragon Lee, and then a spear onto... These are some of the highlights of the match earlier. And there was the frog splash by Jimmy Uso. How was this not a victory? But Styles kicked out. All right, 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line of the Rams. Cousins in the shotgun. Here comes Robinson. He makes a couple of stutter steps, pushes his way, and he gains about almost 6 yards. He's got the first down, but that was just individual power and effort. So the Usos They have, oh, they're going to, let's see. Jimmy's going to go for a frog splash, and so is Jay. So they're going to try to, oh, but Dragon Lee just kicked Jimmy Uso off the turnbuckle. So now Jimmy, oh, crap. Even though it was phony, Jey Uso supposedly hit his head on the metal piece. Okay, back to the game. 24-10 Atlanta. Dragon Lee with a fly out from the ring. All right, here's a handoff. Bijan Robinson to the 25, and that's about all he's going to get down to the 23-yard line. So Dragon Lee and Jimmy Uso are out. This comes down to AJ Styles and Jey Uso. Yeah, both men are down outside. So, oh, here's a quick little reverse pin too. No, Jey Uso kicks out. Comes up with a savate kick. Oh, Pele kick by AJ Styles. Oh my, AJ Styles going for the Styles Clash. And he gets his arm. Oh, Styles Clash. Does he got it? Is it enough? 1, 2, and Jey Uso kicks out. Meanwhile, 23-yard line. Here's the handoff to Algiers. He gets it up the middle, going down to the outside right, and he gets down to the 16, 17-yard line. Boy, what a match this, that was one of the best Pele kicks I've seen AJ Styles. Then he does the Styles Clash, turns him over for the pin, but Jey Uso kicks out. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 2 at the 17-yard line. Cousins shotgun handoff to Algiers. He's met in the backfield. He's met in the back of field. Yeah. He'll be back to the 20-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th down and obviously a field goal situation coming up here. Oh, look. Oh, my God. That sidekick by Jimmy Uso was devastating. Here comes AJ Styles. He goes outside of there. He's setting up for the forearm. He gives the forearm. Now it's going to be the Styles forearm. He's looking at the crowd. Here we go. So this is the field goal. Field goal attempt. Oh, double kick by the Usos. Here's the snap. Pulled down. Kick is blocked. It's blocked right into the hands of number 8. He blocked it. And there's nothing. Here's nothing between them. He is going to take it all the way. A blocked field goal by Verse. Oh my goodness. What a way to get back in the game on a blocked field goal. Oh me, oh my. And that makes the score 24-16 with the extra point pending. Zane Gonzalez, Verse just, I don't know, guys. He just got through there. He blocked it and then caught it at the same time. That's why he was able to get the touchdown. He was running. He was running wild, man. Looked like a cheetah running after a rabbit. Damn. That was impressive. Oh, going back. Oh, my God. The Usos won the titles. The Usos won the titles. The extra point is up. And good. We've got a football game, folks. 24-17. Wow, the Usos are like this. I think this is their 9th championship. Wow. Impressive. The Usos are tag team champions again. I'm not surprised though. I was figuring that was gonna happen. Wow, 24-17. So what I thought was going to be a nice, easy game is turning out is going to be a ball burner. It's going to be a ball burner, folks. So we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. Wow. Yeah, everybody's going wow after that. 31 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Atlanta is in bad. They need this bad. They need a score badly. They need a touchdown, actually. But as far as my DraftKings is concerned, that's really good because the offense didn't score that touchdown. The defense did. So that makes it very interesting for my points. So now I got to hope that Atlanta comes down and gets a touchdown. Wow, what a play. So, well, how's it going out there? I'm so glad we still haven't got Rumble running the way we want it, but at least we're doing live with Rumble. I'm always live with TikTok. So we're just cruising along. Okay, 1st and 10. Cousins back to pass, throws it over the middle, complete to Bijan Robinson, and he's going to get tackled for a first down. Good play. First down, Bijan Rob. Boy, he's racking up some impressive DraftKings points. And so that takes it up to the 40-yard line. So the Usos won the world title, and that's it for them. So let's see. Thanks for joining. All right. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try something. I think Peacock. Maybe there's an NBA game on Peacock. I'm not sure. I'm going to see. How's everything going?
For mayor, what are you trying to bring to Alva, Oklahoma? I live in Oklahoma. I live in Alva, Oklahoma for 7 years now. Having a new mayor will bring changes. What changes are you planning to bring?
Oh, somebody actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you a couple. I want to put a transportation system here and everywhere. Real minor. There's federal funding for that. We've got massive water problems, and our pipes are bursting. They're old. They need replacing. I'm going to try to see if I can get the state and federal funding, maybe some grants, to where we can get this all fixed. Do preventive maintenance before it gets really bad. I want to try to work out deals with the farmers and the beef people to where we could do direct sales, to where I can at least sell things for 50% cheaper than the stores sell. And I want to bring revenue. I want to bring revenue to the city. I want to cut costs, cut waste, bring revenue. But I want to run Alva, Oklahoma like a big city, but keep it a small city. I don't want it to grow. I want to put a casino. I want to get a casino. We could generate hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off a casino. And there is no casino on this end of town. I mean, you go west, you have to go to Dodge City if you're heading northwest or whatever before you find a casino. So I've got some great ideas. I want to make Alva, in other words, MAGA, make Alva great again. It's just stale old bull crap, the same old crap, same old shit. Me, I'm a revolutionary, I'm a visionary, and I'm an entrepreneur. And I feel, and there's a special election coming up. And tomorrow, hopefully, if everything works out right, I will sign up for my candidacy, and then there will be a special election. That comes up in February. If I win it, I'm mayor. So if I don't, at least I get my feet wet on how to do things, and then when the regular election comes up, I'll have a lot more experience. But back to the football game, we got Cousins with Robinson behind him, and now he throws a little screen pass out to Robinson, but this ain't going. Oh, he found a way to at least make 2 yards out of it. So I thought that was going to be tackled for a loss. But he ended up getting this a big drive for Atlanta. And that was the end of the third quarter. That's why they were at commercial. And let's see, there is a basketball game on, Cleveland and the Spurs right now. So yeah, this is the day that I took on the DraftKings, thinking this was going to be a lot of scoring, and it wasn't. And I'm not doing too good on the NBA. How do you think about San Antonio, huh? San Antonio owns the Oklahoma City Thunder. Go figure that one out, folks. I mean, yeah, it's 103 Cleveland, 93 San Antonio, 3:35 left to go in the game. So it's not over with yet. Meanwhile, Atlanta, Cousins is coming out. 2nd and 7. He's got Bijan behind him and the shotgun. And here we go. Here's the give to Robinson. Plows it up the middle, fighting hard for 3, 4, maybe 4.5 yards. San Antonio, Wembaya, big old 7'5" of him. Here's the inbound. Inbound in, going up. When Bayana's cutting out that middle, he gets the steal and gets the ball. Now he's on the floor diving for it, and they're going to call a jump ball. Wembayama, hustle by the 7-foot big man. Give him a hand. You don't see 7 5-footers hustling and driving, they're throwing themselves to the floor. Meanwhile, back to the Atlanta, here's Cousins setting up in the shotgun. Oh, there could be pass interference. There were 3 Rams all over his receiver. That was Robinson. I've never seen a quarterback so depending on everything good.
Yep.
Depending on Robinson like that. So it's 4th and 4, and the Rams got what they wanted. Got the Falcons to punt. What's going to happen next? That should have been pass. Well, no. Bijan Robinson actually bumped into the defender, and that might have saved it to an interception. So meanwhile, back at the game, here's Wembayama. He goes up, blocked. How do they block Wembayama? But he gets the rebound, goes back up, and he's going to get fouled and go to the line. How do you block a 7'5" guy? But sure shouldn't they did. Holy crap. Man. That was impressive.
Hey, Lucha Ranger. My name is Thomas. Grew up in California for 45 years. I don't know if you know anything about politics, but what's your theory on what Trump is doing for the economy? And is it going with the tariff and Russia and United States nuke war?
This is a question for you TikTokers. This is a question on, so you guys will get this. Basically, he wants to know what I think about Trump in California. Trump is doing great. The tariffs were a great idea. We did very well on the tariffs years ago, back from 1870 to 1914. It's a great system. California, dude, you grew up 45 years. How old are you? I was born and raised in L.A. I was born in 61. Let me tell you something. L.A. was a great place to live all the way up until about 1980, and then it started turning to crap. And let me tell you something, dude. I would not be caught dead in L.A. I would not go back to L.A. for money, marbles, and chalk. California is a shithole. It's turning into a third world country. Right now they have a great, that three quarters of the state budget right now goes to illegal aliens for health care. That is absolutely bazonkers. That is absolutely insane. So, yeah, politics, yeah. I mean, we're in a great situation right now. We got a long way to go, but it'll get taken care of. Meanwhile, San Antonio just got a slam dunk by number 4 Mosley. All right, so here comes San Antonio. Castle with the dribble. He's got he's moving away through. Here's number 4, shooting outside 3, no good. Up the rebound. The rebound comes down to, I can't think of his name offhand. Meanwhile, the Rams got the ball, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here is a dribble drive right into Wembayama. Cut that shit off, he did. You ain't coming into my house. And here is it once again down low. Outside shot, 3-pointer, rims out, comes out. Castle got the rebound. All right, what are we going to do, Matthew Stafford? The pressure's on you. A touchdown and an extra point, and you tie the game after being down 24-3. Meanwhile, there's a slam dunk by Wembayama. Yeah, all 7'5" of him. Yeah. So here we go. Stafford fakes the handoff. Rolls out to the right. He's got it complete to Pakua for about a 7-yard game out to the 27-yard line. So I've got people joining. I love it. I'm saying hi. Jalapeno? No, that's Anapina. There's Dunks. I've made an invite. So we're just seeing what's going on. How's the universe of Rumble? All right, 2nd and 3. Here we go. Here's a handoff to Williams going up the middle. He gets the first down and more. 30, 35, 40, 45. And he is sent out of bounds up at the 49. It's almost like, what happened? The pod people came, took the bad and inserted the good. The Rams are in a situation now to where they could make a great comeback on this. 12:40 to go. Down 24-17. Atlanta leads. So the Rams are showing some heart here. Atlanta better get their heads out of their ass, or they're going to find themselves losing this game. Williams in the backfield. 1st and 10. Here is Stafford setting up 39. He's going to throw a little short pass over the middle, complete to Parkinson, and he's going to fight his way up to down to the 48-yard line, I believe. I'm just going to check on another DraftKings here. Now they're just showing somebody on the sideline. So Stafford brings his team out of the huddle. 2nd down. Let's see. He's at the 44-yard line, hikes the ball, gives to Rod, and Williams just got another hole down to the 35-yard line. Folks, the Rams have a drive going. Yes, they do. They are driving the flipping football. And Williams is a big part of it. Oh, I got no shot. That was a waste of time. All right, so 1st and down, 1st and 10 at the 35. Stafford was under center. Now he's going to the shotgun. Now the Atlanta defense totally changes its position. Stafford back to pass, sets up the 44. Looking, throws over the middle, complete to Parkinson again. Parkinson down to the 29, I believe. Down to the 29-yard line. So this game has definitely taken a turnaround for the worse for Atlanta. They are watching the Rams drive on them yet again. The big play was the interception return for touchdown, and that seemed to spark the Ram offense. All right, 2nd and 8 from the 33.5-yard line. Stafford in the shotgun. Here he's back to pass. He throws. He's looking over the middle. Now he goes over the middle, long down to the left-hand sideline, and Pakua could not make the catch. He was double covered. Wow. He was double covered, but he tried to squeeze it in there. Impressive throw. I mean, but it would have taken. Pakua dived to try to catch it, but it was just a little out of his. It's tough to make a catch when you're going down to the ground. So yeah, I know. The coach says yeah. All right, so we got 3rd and 8 at the 34. Is this field goal or touchdown? Rams changing the play. And they send Williams to the outside motion. Oh, the fumble snap. Oh, no. The Rams have just fumbled it away. Oh, no. Oh, no. A bad snap. Stafford couldn't recover from it. It rolled around, and Atlanta defense finally recovered the fumble. Oh, but there's a flag down. Hold on with the celebrating. Let's see what the flag is. Offsides on Atlanta. Oh my God. Offsides on Atlanta. Totally wiped out the. Oh my God. Oh, what a disaster. Who was number 27? Yep, he was offsides, no doubt about it. And he's the one that actually helped set the fumble. Oh boy. Oh man, Pierce Jr. Oh, you did a bad boo-boo. Oh, man. 3rd and 3 now. Oh, Coach, you can't be complaining. It was perfectly legal. He was definitely offsides. Quit crying. So here we go. This is 4-down territory unless something screwy happens again. Stafford under center. He takes the hand, gives the handoff to Williams, and this time he is shut down. So now what do? It's going to be 4th and 2, and this is a tough decision. There's 9:44. You can kick the field goal, and are they going to stay out? No, let's see. Is the offense staying on the field? If so, this is going to be interesting. Yep, the offense on field, 4th and 2. Stafford in the shotgun. They're going for it. I don't agree with this one, but that's all. Or maybe they're trying to draw him offside. Let's see. 4, 3, 2. No, they snap it. They're going to do it. Oh! It's picked off anyway. It's picked off by number 31. He's to the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, trying to stay the tip dance on the sideline. Did he not go out? He's going to be 10. No, that's what? Did he intercept that? Oh my God, he intercepted and ran it all the way back for a touchdown. You've got to be kidding me. What kind of big plays? The defenses. Holy shit. He tiptoed the sideline and did not go out of bounds. They'll look at it. Oh my God. What craziness. Let's see. Watts, number 31. Yeah, he tried to shoot it in the middle and he just took it right out of the hands. And the race was on. So now we're going to watch him go down the sideline. He tiptoed. Oh, my. Oh, now there's a flag. Well, that's obviously for too much celebrating, guys. But who gives a shit? That makes the score 30-17 with the extra point coming. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what the penalty. Let's see. They're going to show him. Oh, he stepped out. He stepped out. He stepped out. It will not be a touchdown. He stepped out. They're calling it unsportsmanlike conduct, but that was after the play. It's first down Atlanta, but they're going to review this. This is coming back. This is coming back. This will not stand. He stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. This will be reviewed. Well, all turnovers and touchdowns are. This is coming back. Wherever he stepped out of bounds at is where it's going to be. Wow. Wow is all I got to say is wow. There's no doubt about. Oh, it's the sideline came out. So I'm assuming it'll stand. Yeah. So it's 1st and 10 Atlanta at the 42-yard line. So, yeah, he stepped out. Here's a handoff to Robinson, and he gets a hole and takes it up to about 7 yards up near the 48-yard line. So the touchdown is off. He stepped out of bounds, but it's a huge turnover because the Rams were driving to go in. What a crazy situation. The first one was a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and then 2 plays later, you have the interception return for a touchdown, but he stepped out of bounds. What craziness. I'm telling you guys, this game of football can be very fascinating. All right, so here we go. Let's go. We're going to see a lot of Robinson here on this drive. And again, the handoff to Robinson. Turns it up, and he's going to be 1.5 yards short of the first down. It was a gain of 1. So it'll be 3rd down. And, the thing about it is when you get too conservative, that's never a good thing. You never want to get too conservative. And Atlanta seems to be doing that right now. How's it going out there in the multiverse? Yeah, Rumble and TikTok. Yeah. We're loving it. We're loving it. All right, so here we go. Atlanta, 3rd and 1. 1.5, actually. Barking out signals. Out of the shotgun is Cousins. Cousins back to pass. Looks out. Nothing there. So he throws over the middle. And this is almost picked off. And this is what I'm talking about. When you get too conservative, like Atlanta, so they get the play, but now they get too conservative and they throw, and now they're going to punt. I hate coaches. They play pussy ball. I hate it. It drives me crazy. Oh my God. Why do they, there is just no excuse for stuff like that. None at all. So now I got to stomach another drive by the Rams for my DraftKings. Oh me, oh my. So let's see what's going on with the basketball game on commercial. Here's the punt. The punt is away. Punt is way fair caught at the 11-yard line. So here we go. The Rams got to do this again. The Atlanta offense has turned to pussy mode. So, sometimes I wonder if these games aren't fixed. I really don't know, guys. I mean, how can you be so good offensively and then all of a sudden come to a complete stall and then watch a team try to come back on you? I don't understand it. Football is a crazy, crazy game. But anyway, mask gets a little uncomfortable after a while. So what's going on out there? This is the Lucha Ranger on the MYB network. TikTok and Rumble have joined. So it's not our best Rumble podcast because our computer went down. So I'm just doing what I can do. I can't see questions. Only when my producer comes in once in a while and sees a question can I answer it. So TikTok, nobody's asking any questions. I'm assuming you guys are joining, watching for a few minutes, and then leaving or whatever. So it's interesting. I've had a couple people on TikTok from Asia and the Middle East somewhere, and on Rumble I had somebody from Bangladesh, India. Very happy to have you. I'm very happy you're there. I hope everything's going good for you and your family. Had a good Christmas, and the country is solid. So we're at commercials on everything. So coming up next will be Dallas and Portland, but I will be cutting out as soon as the football game is over. Just get tired, you're sitting here and you're emotionally pouring your, heart into something. And so let's see what's going on now. So we've got, okay, well, the other game is over with. This is the start of Dallas and Portland. You talk about chicken shit. Well, it's like I always say, you just never know what the heck's going on. I was former president, and it's 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for the Rams. And so it's Stafford and Williams. Hand off to Williams up the middle. There he goes. Williams to the 20 and to the 25-yard line. He gets the first down. And, since halftime, the Rams have played very good. And, Gome Piles wants to call a game. Golly, thank you, Mr. Reagan. This is Gome Pile. And I'm surprise. So I'm going to be calling this next play. So there is Matthew Stafford. He's under center. He has Williams behind him. Yeah. And so now barking out signals. Go all the way. Fake handoff. Stafford looking. Now he gives the screen to Williams. And he's got plenty of room up to the 35, the 40, and up to the 45-yard line. Whoa, Nelly. How you doing? Shazam! Oh, and now Artie Johnson wants to take over. Well, hello, everybody. I just want to say that Matthew Stafford's in the shotgun, and he's going to hike the ball and see what goes on here. He's got the ball, sets up in the shotgun. He throws it over the middle. How you huggy? He got Kevin Williams over the middle, and they got the first. No, he didn't get first down. I'm from the hills of Kentucky. We got a lot of kissing cousins. We got a lot of things. Daddy, what's happened to your voice? Oh, don't worry about that, Calsaurus. We just know that I'm taking over right now. The alter ego of the Lucha Ranger. He's got all these personalities. Here is Stafford hands the ball off to Williams, trying to get that first down, and he will, just like my cousin, when she was inbred 5 years ago. Yeah, my cousin Ellie. Yeah, she turned out to be quite a looker, even at the ripe young age of 5 years old. Yeah, We look at them that way here in the Hillbillyville. Don't you come into our territory, 'cause if you speed, you'll disappear and you'll never be seen again. Yeah. Meanwhile, Stafford, after a huddle, comes up to the Rams are driving there at the 42-yard line. Then here's the fake handoff. Stafford looking long. He's going long. The flag was thrown, and he's got Pakua in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. But I got a feeling this is coming back. Yeah, you put those arms up like you're trying to smell somebody. But there's the old holding against, and that takes care of that play. Oh, the plane. Okay, well, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. John Wayne. Well, thank you there, Pilgrim. I'm John Wayne, and I'm here to tell you that this is a hell of a game, and we're going to see what's going to finish here. We had a long pass. It was complete, but there was a holding call, and it was a holding call, and so it was a great catch that went bye-bye. Yeah. So anyway, we got Stafford in the shotgun, and he is looking. There's a handoff, and there's Williams trying to get something rolling, and he can't get anything rolling. So the Atlanta defense, Pilgrim, decided to step up. So now I'm going to turn it over to Bill Clinton. Oh, thank you very much. There, John, it's Matthew Stafford in the backfield shotgun. He gets the snap, and he throws over the middle. It is complete to Parkinson, and Parkinson goes down, and he's got 2 yards short of the first down. Man, he looked just like he caught that ball like me catching passes. Oh, from Monica Lewinsky. Yep, Monica Lewinsky. What a great woman she was. My wife, oh, I don't know. Now, it doesn't put out much anymore. But, yep, this is Bill Clinton, and I'm going to go down and say I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Oh. Richard Nixon wants to say something. I tell you right now, Matthew Stafford hands it off, and Williams gets the first down and more at the 30, at the 25, the 20, at the 15-yard line and out of bounds. Oh, he ran like he wasn't a crook. Oh, yeah, I was telling you, that was a good run. Oh, hey, Lucha Ranger back here. My multiple personalities got loose. I'm sure you heard them all. Yeah, they're characters, all right. There's no guarantee they won't get loose again. Sometimes I have a hard time keeping them bottled up. But anyway, here's a quick screen and out to Pakua, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Pakua in for the touchdown, and the Rams are 1 point away from tying this stupid game up with 2:46 to go. Wow, what a drive. What a drive. And that drive just took me out of the money. Incredible. The Lucha Ranger is someone that can snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. It happens every time, unless Atlanta has a great comeback here to where they can get me back into the points. I'm not gonna make a thing. Incredible. Absolutely incredible how you can let these games are fixed. I have no doubt these games are fixed. Absolutely. How do you have a team down 24-3 and then let them come back? You are 3-9, they're 11-5. I'm telling you, this game is fixed. I don't give a shit. This is absolutely stupidity that you can dominate a team and then all of a sudden they come back. No, sorry, folks. This is a fixed game, and I don't give a shit who tries to tell me any different. This is crap. This shouldn't be allowed. And I guarantee you, Atlanta will not get the game-winning field goal. They'll drive the ball down to make it look good, but they won't get the field goal. The Rams were, I think the Rams were like a 4-point favorite. Who's this old piece of garbage? I don't know, but now we've got a 24-24 game. Incredible is all I got to say. Incredible. I need Atlanta to come down and get the game-winning field goal to get back in the money. And here's the kickoff. And it's going to be fielded, but then fumbled. So now you'll just take the the touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Atlanta. And here we go. Wow, they give it to you on the 35-yard line on a touchback now. That's incredible. When did they start doing that? All right, so now the pressure's on Atlanta. Stafford is at the 35-yard line. He's under center, I'm sure. Handoff to Bijan Robinson. They're looking for that, stupid. No, it's back to pass. He throws a little lob pass that's incomplete, and that could have been picked off and ran back for a touchdown. Okay, it's like I said. Like I said, it just seems like... Yeah, I know. I know. There's an awful lot. Hello, everybody in TikTok world and Rumble. I don't know how many of you have been on, but it's been fun doing this for you. 2:46 to go in this game. And Atlanta is feeling the pressure. 2nd and 10. In the shotgun is Cousins. He's back to pass. He throws. Complete over the middle. Big catch by Pitt. Pitt's Sr. That is a 1st down. Big play. Wow. They needed that. But look at it. Look at this. Ooh, that could have been holding. That could have been holding. Verse, who had the block punt return, it looked like he got held. So they got away with one. All right. So it is 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. The goal for Atlanta, take all the clock down, get in the field goal range, and kick the field goal. Don't give the Rams a chance to get the ball. They went ahead and took it down to the 2-minute warning. So with 2 minutes to go in this football game, we are tied at 24, but Atlanta has got the ball at the 40-some yard line. So don't go away, guys. We've got a heck of a finish coming up. Yeah, that just comes. Yeah, I need a couple more completions in that field goal, and I get back into the money, and I'm happy. So, let's see what's going on with the Dallas game. Mavericks versus Trailblazers. Yawner, like I said. Right now, it is 11-9. 11-9. So they are scoring points. Here's a lob pass broken up and not made by Dallas. Here's Portland running up. No, Portland had the ball. Here's a long pass. Incomplete. Gets to the... That was a crazy sequence. I couldn't even keep up with it. Because I'm not into the game. I don't know the players. So it kind of gets sloppy, guys. Hey, Dottie, what do you think? I'm Kawasaurus, and I've enjoyed being with all of you. Yep, you did a good job. You'll be, somebody else will be with me in the next telecast. I'm trying to think of what that telecast might be. It'll be probably New Year's Eve, maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. New Year's Eve, we have one of the big championship playoff games, so I will definitely be live for that. Everybody is more than welcome to join. You know, there for you guys on TikTok. If you feel like maybe giving a gift or something, please, it would be greatly appreciated. Here's a long 3. Bingo! Bingo for Portland, a long 3. How we doing? (14-9) Portland. Here's a shot by Dallas off the rim, back rim, rebounded, and now the run is on. We're back at the Ram Atlanta game, 24-24, 2 minutes to go. Atlanta trying to drive for the game-winning field goal.
Any financial tip for young teenagers out there? Just asking. I'm in college, but I'm doing a degree that AI will replace. What's to do with the next move?
The next move is depending on hold on. Here's a play. Bijan Robinson on the run, up to the 50, down to the 48. The thing is, it depends on how you're getting your degree. If you're on financial aid, I might have, what degree are you in? And if you are, you might want to think about getting out of college. If your parents are taking care of you, then I would say give them their wishes and stay in college. You can always change your major. You can always change your major to something else. Just find maybe cybersecurity. I'll tell you what's needed, and it's pretty tough. Here's Bijan, handoff up to the 50 and down. So they're going to be a yard short of the first down, 1:16 to go in the game. I would basically go into forensics, go into criminology, forensics, even pathology, learn how to find out how people died, and then do autopsies. They're always going to need people in that field, and that is a very good field. They're very short in those fields right now. They're begging for police officers, and the benefits are just tremendous now because they're needing police officers. Here we go. Here's the pitch to Bijan. He cuts it up to the outside left, and he's going to get the first down and more. So Atlanta gets the first down with 38 seconds, and they're trying to get within field goal range. If you're on financial aid, I would definitely change my major, and I'm making the recommendation. Law enforcement and forensics, like I said, is the best way to go. If you're interested, I have a program that could give you a close to between $400,000 and $500,000 line of credit. I charge $35 for that advice, but I guarantee you, if you have discipline, hold that thought. Here is Cousins, handoff to Bijan, just now trying to get, but that was Algiers, and he gets stopped. So they're not quite in field goal range yet. I can guarantee you $400,000, $400,000 to $500,000 at the end of 6 years to do with however you want to do it. But you got to be disciplined, and you've got to know how to do it and do what I tell you and what the plan tells you. If you're interested, go to the link and contact the financial advisor for MYB, and he will get together with me, and I will tell you exactly how it's done. I have a way of giving you $400,000 to $600,000 line of credit. That includes the TikTokers. I know how to do it. I never had the discipline, but if you've got discipline, oh man, I can get you a line of credit that'll knock your socks off. AAA credit, as it's called. So keep that in mind. But yeah, look for another major if you're going to stay in school. Here's the handoff to Bijan, and they know he's there handing it off, and they just crowd the line and stop the play. So Atlanta is, with 30 seconds left, is at the 35-yard line. They're in field goal range, a long field goal. We'll see how it ends up playing out. But yeah, I'd change my major. If you're scared that AI is going to take your current major, change it and go on with a new major. For, like I said, law enforcement, forensics, pathology, all that. They need people. They need people bad. There's so much. Check into it. You might be surprised. I think the retirement on the police is 20, 30, I think it's 30 years. You play 30 years on the police force, you've got a retirement up. That's incredible. Here we go, 3rd and 9 at the 34-yard line. Another handoff to Bijan. That's Algiers. And he gets a yard down to about the 33. And I think it's 4th down. The Rams take their last timeout, I think. So we get the field goal attempt. If it's no good, the Rams could conceivably, with a couple of outside throws, could get into field goal range. Boy, I need this field goal real bad. So here comes Zane Gonzalez. The last time he attempted a field goal, he had it blocked. and it was returned for a touchdown. So, yeah. Oh, there's been some crazy plays on this game tonight. I mean, goofy plays. The previous play, they had a play tonight where they had a fumble recover for a touchdown, Atlanta did. Then 2 plays later, it was brought back by a penalty. Here we go. Here's the field goal. It was brought back by a penalty, and then 2 plays later, it was an interception return for a touchdown. All right, it's going to be a 51-yarder. This is possibly to win the game. Here's the snap. Good hold. Down snap. Good. The kick is straight. Is it long enough? It's good! Zane Gonzalez put the Lucha Ranger in the money on DraftKings, and he put Atlanta on top. So, the Rams are going to have to get the kickoff, and they'll have 21 seconds with no timeouts to try to get into field goal range. So, wow. I thought they wouldn't let them. Boy, that would have been good from 60. I thought for sure they weren't going to let. This has just been a crazy game. How the Rams even came back, I don't know. So, we'll have to see. Any other questions?
About coaching, would you rather coach NFL or college in football? And would you rather coach offensive or defensive?
Oh, I'm an offensive-oriented person. I believe I run a 2-minute offense. I would love to bring a 2-minute all-game offense to the NFL. That would be my goal as a coach, but I haven't coached in a long time, so since the 80s. But I honestly believe the way I ran my offense, I believe that I was the originator of the RPO offense. I had a crazy offense. I had a crazy fun. To all you inspiring coaches out there, let me tell you, don't be predictable. Always be unpredictable. You know, and here's the kickoff. I'll tell you in a second. Here's the kickoff, and it's going to be just touchback. Okay. The thing is, what I mean by don't be predictable, look, you've got four plays to make 10 yards. If you cannot make 10 yards in 4 plays, you don't deserve to win a football game. I'm sorry. You've got these $10, $15 million athletes out here. No. You should be able to get 10 yards in 4 plays. I don't care what it is. And just keep that in mind. But never, always stay unpredictable. Never let them read you. Because when a coach is read, he's dead. So, I would love to try my offense in the pros. All right, here we go. Stafford's back to pass. He's looking long, and he's got a man. Oh, he had a man wide open. Smith was wide open around the 45-yard line, and Stafford missed him. He missed him. Oh, that would have put him right into field goal range. Oh, my God. Oh, Stafford's got to be beside himself. Oh, and Smith has made some good catches during the game. He was wide open. How did they let him go? Oh, my God. He would have caught that. He would have caught that at the 30. His momentum would have carried him out of bounds, but that would have been like at the 25-yard line. Oh, Stafford, they did just like I did. Put his hands on his head. Here we go again. 1st and 10 at the 35. Stafford back to pass. Oh, wait. What do we got? Oh, we got a flag. Illegal procedure. Right? No, what do they call? Was there a problem with the play clock? I don't know. For TikTok, after the game, I will be signing off. For Rumble, I'll stay on for a few minutes. If you've got questions, I have no problems in answering them. So get them lined up. Do we know how many are on?
250.
Wow, 250 people. Thank you, guys. That's fantastic. I love it. Hey, 250 people. Ooh, Daddy. Woo. Good job, Daddy. Oh, here's Stafford back to pass. Sets up the 25. The clock's ticking down. Here's a long pass, and this time it's caught. No, he dropped it. He had it and dropped it. That was Atwell. Hadn't seen him all game long, and oh my God, another one that had it in his hands, and he couldn't bring it in. So that makes it 3rd and 10 with 9 seconds. And oh shoot, that should have been a flag. That should have been a flag, guys. He had his arm. Yeah, they missed that. That should have been a flag. Oh, my goodness. The referee swallowed the whistle at the wrong time. That should have been a flag. Oh, my God. So now it's just basically a Hail Mary now, unless you want. Well, he can't even throw it that far. So I don't know what they might try. Here's Stafford back to pass. What, he dropped the ball again? What the hell has happened? We're waiting to see the call. Like I said, TikTok, I will be leaving you at the end of the game. Rumble, get your questions together. I'll stay on for a few minutes and talk to you guys. Yep, he grabbed the arm right there. He grabbed the arm. He had his left arm totally. No wonder he couldn't catch it. Oh, how did the referees miss that? Wow. Okay, anyway, maybe I don't know. This game's been weird. So anyway, it's they put 10 seconds on the clock. All right, so it's 3rd and 10. So if you throw a Hail Mary, this would almost probably be the last play of the game. If you throw a little quick out and get out, but you got to get him into range. He can't throw it 70 yards. Stafford is back to pass. He throws it to that sideline outside. Oh, did Nakua catch it? He caught it. Did he get his feet in bounds? Oh my God, did he get his feet in bounds? The Rams are running up like he did. Oh, well, let's see. We're gonna see what happens here. He catches the ball. He doesn't have control yet. One hand grab. No, I don't. Well, boy. Oh no, that's a catch, folks. That's a catch. He dragged both feet. That's a catch. Oh hell yeah. He had it controlled with the one and then brought the other hand. I say that's a catch. Producer, what do you think?
Definitely a catch.
You on to drag? Well, okay, drag the feet.
That is
well,
a catch.
Now when you do it on super slow-mo, he controlled the ball all the way. Even though he caught it with one hand, he had control of the ball. It's complete. It's firm in his hand. Then he brings the other arm over and cradles it out of bounds while dragging the feet. I don't know how replay is going to do this. But this, I'm glad I'm not a replay official because this is going to be tough because it has to be indisputable evidence, as you know, to be able to overturn the call. But damn it, I'm thinking this is undisputable. He never loses control of that ball, and he dragged his feet. I say this is going to be overturned. Did they call? What was the original call? I don't know what the original call was. If the original call was incomplete, it's got to be indisputable. So you've got fans all over the world looking at this one. I mean, this is a ball game here. I say it's a catch. He had firm control all the way while dragging his feet. It's one of those one-armed great catches. So, well, the thing is saying 4th and 10. Are they calling that incomplete? I'm still waiting, folks. I'm still waiting to see what they ruled. It looks like they ruled 4th and 10. Yeah, they did. They called it no catch. Oh, my God. The Rams just got robbed 2 times in a row. Wow. How could you not give that to him? Well, again, it's the rule. Indisputable. If they had called it a catch, chances are it would have remained a catch. But it was called incomplete. So that's basically how they do it. Now what the hell happened? Boy, this is getting to be one of the sloppiest refereed games I've seen in a while. I mean, they miss an obvious pass interference call. Now the replay says no, we didn't. And oh God, what a horrible game. Oh, Daddy, I don't know what to make of this game. Well, I think this game's a bunch of horse shit myself. Golly, Mr. Reagan, I'll tell you something. Surprise, surprise, Goma not happy. I'll tell you, it's just like they accused me of Monica Lewinsky. I didn't do it. But in this case, they should have done it. So now it's basically 5 seconds left. Thank you, guys. It's 5 seconds left. I don't know if there's a Hail Mary or not, because by the time this comes down, even in field goal range, there won't be no time. So Stafford's throwing it to the outside, and this ball is incomplete. It could have been picked. And that's the ball game. The ball game is over. and the Atlanta Falcons have upset the Los Angeles Rams. Even though it was at home, they were an underdog. And the final score is 27 for Atlanta, 24 for LA. TikTokers, I'm signing off. You guys, thank you. Join me. I'll let you know again when I'm coming on. This is Brian. This is the Lucha Ranger on the MYB Network saying thank you for joining, and I'll stay in touch.
So the first question here that said, are you a feminist and do you believe female deserve equal rights, knowing that some female could go in the army, and what's your perspective on the equal rights situation?
Well, that's a good question. Being 64 years old, I lived through the. See, you got to remember, back in the 50s, 60s, and even in the 70s, it was the man goes to work, the woman stays home. There were a few jobs for women because most of the jobs for men were ditch digging, construction, stuff like that women physically couldn't do. But as more of the technological age, where there were more computers, and they became lawyers, doctors. As the time went on, they have evolved. As far as a woman, I don't mind them in the service as long as they don't have to serve combat. How could you be alongside a woman and watch her get her brains blown out, and then you survive it? How could you live with that? I don't mean that the women can't fight, carry a gun, but I don't want to see a woman carrying a gun. I don't want to see a woman get her head blown off. You know what I mean? You think about that. But I do believe in the freedoms for women to do what they want. As far as abortion's concerned, that's another big step. I believe that when the baby has a heartbeat, there is no more abortion. You have to go ahead and have the child. So there's plenty of time for a woman to get that child aborted without it being physically a child.
Earlier, I don't know if you talked about it, but America still the dominant country, knowing interest rate is, everything is rising, but wages is rising. So would you suggest us moving to different countries and start a new life? Because some countries it's cheaper, it's more affordable than living in America, than suffering, real estate markets going up. What's your theory on that?
Me, myself, depending on your age, I feel that if it were up to me, I would want to move to Australia or Finland. It just depends on your mindset, on what you think the country is as far as rich and poor. If you want a good life and you feel that you can make millions of dollars, then America is the place you want to be. If you feel that you just want to be, part of the crowd, then Finland, the Netherlands, some country like that would be the way to go. America right now is thriving, the job market. What's going to kill America is the AI. I'm sorry, AI is going to destroy this country just like the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire wasn't conquered by a foreign country. It was conquered by within. There's a lot of, even though we're cleaning out a lot of illegal aliens, there's a lot of Islamists here. And as you know, and I'm sorry, Islam is not Christian, and they would rather kill Christians than to do anything else. So, if you're talking about raising a family, I would not raise a child in this environment in the United States. I would raise a child in another country. But if you're satisfied in this country with how you're going, stay. If you want to change, then I would suggest Australia or the Norwegian countries, Finland, Norway, and the Netherlands.
Hey MYB, recently joined your channel. Maybe 2 hours ago, I saw you talk to your wife. So I don't know how long you was married, but what keep you guys together so long in a relationship?
Well, my current wife, we've been married for 14 years, and I feel that the length of a marriage is to be honest and to let each other, don't be smothering, like meaning, like me. I love to gamble. Okay, that's not a secret. My wife allows me to gamble. She says nothing about my gambling. In turn, she likes to shop. So I let her shop and I don't say anything. So basically, we let each other do our own things, but we know there's a limit. And when we get to that limit, that's when we got to slow down, because again, it's basically how you're living. You don't want to gamble money that you don't have, and you don't want to shop with money that you don't have. So it's a 50-50 street. Don't force your wife to do anything. You guys have a 50-50 relationship. Keep it that way. Never go to bed angry. Never go to bed angry. I don't care how long you have to stay up to solve the problem. Solve the problem.
What religion are you, and do you have any advice on how to follow Christ and the path to walk with the Lord?
There's a long story on my path to Christ. I have met Satan. I personally met him when I was 16 years old, and it was that meeting 2 days later that made me realize that there is God, Jesus Christ. Don't ever have any doubt. Jesus Christ is there. God is there. The second coming is coming. I'm telling you 100% right from my lips that God exists. He is there. And your path, try to stay, you don't have to stay exactly with what the Bible says, but follow basic moral patterns, and you'll be just fine. As far as I'm a Christian. I'm half Syrian, half Dutch. So yes, I am half Syrian, which means the country of Syria. But I am not. I don't believe in the Islamic way of life. So I am a Christian, will always be, and I am a minister.
3 more questions. What is one of your favorite memory growing up in high school?
Telling the principal and vice principal, giving them both the double finger. Yeah, that's right. Giving my principal and the double finger because they helped impeach me out of my student body presidency. It was a lot of political crap at the time. I'm not going to go into it. And my other, right there with it, would be me becoming the first freshman in 40 years at Venice to pitch. And I was all city, and I was second all state. So yeah, that was quite a thing. I was barred in my second year, so I couldn't pitch anymore. I couldn't go on to the majors because I just couldn't get the velocity on my fastball. My legs were too short. That just screwed me. And back in those days, they didn't have the experience that they have to make people. So long story short, those are my 2 best memories in high school.
Hey, I'm a mom. I'm 36-year-old. My son have influence, but nowadays these influences are pretty much childish, immature. Who were some guys you looked up to growing up and wanted to follow the path of those guys?
Sports athletes are usually the ones that most young people, at least about 85 to 90% of young people, will follow sports athletes. And that puts a lot of pressure on athletes, because they know that kids are watching them, and they know that they look at them as an idol, and they want to idolize them, and you have to walk a straight and perfect path. As a mother back when I was a kid, it was so easy to raise children because there wasn't all these influences. But now, how can you watch them when they're on the internet, on all these other platforms and everything else? It is so tough. It is so tough to be a parent nowadays. And if your child is staying straight on the narrow, you don't want to take him away from social media and things, but you don't also want to allow it either. There's kind of like a middle ground that you got to take with your son, and just kind of explain to him the bad influences out there. And there's some bad influences. And I know it's tough, but you got to try to stay tough to not let him get into any trouble, because it's so easy. You've got a lot of young people committing suicide because they're bullied online and stuff. Just what I suggest, talk to your son as much as you can. Don't overprotect him, but give him a little freedom to just put into him that he controls his destiny. He needs to learn what to follow and what not to do, right and wrong, wants and needs. I think you're on the right path. Just keep him. Don't overshadow him. Don't force him to do anything, but try to reason with him. And if he's got a lot of respect for your mom, you'll do a good job.
And the last question, take me back to, if you had to if you had to go back to any particular year, which year would you go back to relive for one day, and why?
Oh boy, my goodness, you're asking a loaded question. God, there's so many things that I don't know where I would go. Probably the day that I won my first race as a harness driver. It was quite a celebration, um and why that's it. I mean, I've been fortunate to do 5 things in my lifetime, for me personally, that no other human being on this planet has ever done. And but for one day, I would have to say the day I won my first race as a harness driver. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm so proud of you guys. We're going to come back probably Wednesday night, maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. Enjoy life. The MYB, mind your business.